I'm Christian with Vision Interactive here at Dallas Digital Summit 2018, here with Levi and Eve. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about your talk today.
I mean, I feel like maybe we're the only married couple speaking at Digital Summit, which, brings a lot of hotness to the stage, really. I'm Eve.
I'm Levi, and today we were talking about humanizing your brand, and a lot of this is about the intersection of your company's core values and the marketing plan, and how do we get all of those things that the HR department spends so much time trying to craft and create and mold into our marketing plan, because today consumers and potential employees want to know that the company you work for is about something more than just making a profit.
Yeah, so companies really can't spin who they are anymore. We live in a world where spin is gone, social media is alive, and your employees are going to tell the truth about if your company sucks or if they're really great to work for and what the products are really like or what the services are really like. So the marketer is really becoming the champion for company culture. How do we make sure that that company culture actually exists and is positive and growing? And how do we take that story and turn it into a marketing story so people, especially millennials who really care about the culture of a company, where they're spending their money, where they're working, how do we make sure that that story is told and that it's true?
Right. So what's your biggest tip, I guess, for making that happen?
Yeah. So one of the things we really like to do is, number one, when you're developing core values for your company, there should be less than 4. And they shouldn't be like principles and sustenance and just like the same old crud that you hear all the time, because no one's listening at that point. They should be developed by people from all levels of the organization, less than 4, memorable, clearly explained. And our biggest tip is to create iconography for each of those core values. So kind of like a logo for each core value. So when you see it, you can represent what that really means. You can tell your possible clients that story. You can display it in a location. You can use it online. But it really crosses over the culture and to the marketing.
And if you have, if you're in a position to affect these things, if you're in marketing, if you're in HR, and you're getting some pushback from your upper management about, well, we don't really need to spend time on this. We have core values. They're written down. They're over there in the binder. Walk down the hallway and ask 5 employees what one of the core values is, and then ask them to describe what it means to them, and then ask them what they think of the company. And I think you will know within a couple of people whether your company is doing a good job of promoting its culture internally, and depending on what the employee says about the company, you're going to know if you're doing a good job promoting it externally.
That's good tips. So coming up for 2019, businesses and marketing, what should they be trying to do this year?
I think company culture, core values, and that intersection of core values and marketing is an important place to focus. So we've spent so much time on social media and digital marketing focused on purely marketing, but a lot of times we haven't done a good job at looking at it internally for better internal communications, better relationships between employees, and better communications of that core value message, that company culture message being told externally. So I really think that should be the main level of focus in the area.
And one of the things, and marketers are getting more involved in this as well, but the unemployment rate right now is so low that when you're competing for the best and brightest talent, your company's marketing story, your company's culture and core values are really part of that as well. When you're competing for high value potential employees against other employers, you really have to incorporate all of these areas of your company and the values and the mission and the culture as well.
It's a competitive world out there. So fun question for you guys. If you could be any superhero, who would you be?
You go first.
Oh gosh, I was always fond of Green Lantern because he could like make anything with his ring, and like whatever his imagination was, that's what came out that day. So I would probably go with that.
That is so random. Okay, cool. I would absolutely be Wonder Woman. When I was little, I would wear the Wonder Woman underoos at 3 and 4 years old at the end of my driveway, and I would make construction paper bracelets, and I would stand there waiting for a car to pass by, but I was in a really slow neighborhood, so sometimes I'd just stand there in my underoos, which is like fancy underwear, waiting for hours, and then a car would come by and I would try to stop it with my mind and my bracelet, so the car was just like, so that's who I'd be.
Love it.
Thanks.
It's one of the best answers so far.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thanks guys for being with us today.